checking the finish line. Good run coming. Hurry, hurry. I mean the horsey.
This bombshell beauty right here can ride like the wind. She got one more to go.
Be a new leader for the 17.33.
Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Barrel Racer Life. My name is MaddiKempf-Stoltman. I'm so excited because we finally got to go barrel race this past weekend. It was the first overnight barrel race of the year for me, which is crazy because it's June. And I just de-winterized my trailer. I've never done all of this so late in the year, but it's just been one of those years, as I'm sure it's been for you guys. So I'll show you all about some riding at home as well as my weekend at the barrel race in Oregon. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Get over yourself. Oh, boy. Oh, Grinchy, you're such an asshole. Oh, boy. Okay, so I've been running around like a maniac today, as you can tell by the look I got going on. But UPS just showed up in my driveway, and naturally I had to come inside to open up the box that got dropped off. I'm going to show you guys what Tough One sent me. Okay, so these are going to be freaking awesome to use this weekend. I've got the tendon wrap, as well as I'll probably use them as a hock wrap, but the knee wrap too, that's super handy. So these come in singles, so just keep that in mind. In my last awesome Tough One haul, I got an individual one of each, and I just requested that they could send me another one as well so that I can have a set, so to speak. So just keep that in mind if you're going to order some. But they're super affordable and really, really good for actually all the time, but particularly now that we're getting into hot weather. I'd love to have some sort of cold therapy on my horse's legs after I run. So I'm really excited to get to use these this weekend in particular because it's going to be 1,000,000 degrees where we're going. Oh, some competition wraps. Oh, these are cool. I've heard good things about these. Ah, so they got silicone in there so that they don't slip down the leg. That is handy too because I've started running Claude in wraps in the hinds and they tend to slip down, so that's handy. Ooh, and a giant horse rain sheet with a neck cover for Mr. Claude. Oh, a t-shirt, heck yeah. Oh, and I'm excited about these. So I have a set of 4 of these Tough One boots in royal blue that I wear usually for Jada. And I politely requested that they send me a larger size for my giraffe horse. I am really picky about boots. I like them to fit my horse's leg really well, really conform to the leg, and not let a lot of dirt in. And I was pleasantly surprised with these. They're super affordable. They come in sets of 4 and they fit like a glove. So again, I was skeptical only because I go, oh, I'm so picky. I wonder what I'm going to think. But they are awesome, and I'm really excited now Claude's got some. So the cool thing about a lot of the Tough One stuff is they make literally everything. So anything you need for your horse, stable, whatever, and it's all affordable. So if you guys are like me, I like to pinch my pennies, and the nice thing about Tough One is you can get good products at a great price. So just keep that in mind when you guys are looking for anything. I've got a bunch of Tough One boots and bits and everything. They make some awesome products. So thank you, Tough One, for spoiling me. You guys are the best. New boots, who dis? Oh, so clean, buddy.
I get asked a lot about slow work on the pattern and patterning horses. I'm not going to claim to be an expert in this area, but I'll show you what works for me. So I actually like to trot up to the barrel, and then I like to stop my horses at the rate point and then move their hip into the barrel. And I'll kind of over exaggerate that and then walk on and forward. And the reason I do the move the hip in is encouragement to not necessarily slow down at the barrel, but to engage that hind end, bring the hip in and power through the turn. So I do that through the whole pattern. Sometimes I'll do this all right and then I'll left. But with Claude in particular, I like to do this at the slow work and just really encourage him to be quiet and calm. And then here, something I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, it's called a disengage, and I'm going to ask him to spin into the barrel. And a lot of people, again, will say, oh, I don't ever turn into the barrel. The reason I do that, especially with him, is that I sometimes struggle getting him by, and lately in particular, getting him by that second barrel. So this encourages him to keep his feet moving and to get by the turn. So it's kind of a fun tool and something that encourages them to keep their rib cage round and soft. Bit hard to see from so far away, but you'll see here that I really encourage my horse to over finish the turn, and I encourage them to do that by crossing over their feet in the front, and I believe that that encourages them to finish the barrel tight before they leave the turn.
Nice work. Hi. Really? Oh boy. Well, we're loaded up, headed to Hermiston. I'm leaving a little later than expected, so I'm gonna have to hustle a bit. Alright, so I'm just pulling into the rodeo grounds. You're only allowed to come in the main entry gate, and you have to hand in a COVID form stating that you haven't been sick, you haven't been in contact with anyone that has had COVID in the last 2 weeks, and they also take your temperature at the gate. So I know some people are really bothered by having to do this and they think it's dumb, but I would encourage you to think of it a little bit differently. Just think of it that these producers are putting themselves out there and they're obeying with what they need to deal with the government and you know, kind of the legal things that they're having to go through. So it's kind of one of those it is what it is situations, and they're just trying to keep everybody safe and kind of obey the laws that are put forth for them. So you know, just be kind about it. You know, it just is what it is at this point. And honestly, like, not a big deal. You fill out a form, hand in your paper, and get your temperature taken. So no big deal. So hand my form in. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right. Take this yellow paper, put it in your dash. That way when you come in and out, I won't have to make you fill this out.
Okay.
Take your temperature really fast.
Oh, fancy.
Okay, you're good to go. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So they give us this form to put in our windshield, and then that lets them know that they have already received my COVID form I filled out, but they do take your temperature every time you come in, so being extra cautious. So you walked right up there because you wanted your temperature taken too? Or you just wanted to say hi to the lady?
So I'm going to be honest with you guys, it was really hard for me to share this video. Truthfully, I was actually kind of embarrassed of how bad it went. But part of what I promised myself when I started doing these YouTube videos is that I would keep it real and share with you guys the ups and the downs, just like this one. So yeah, we got some work cut out for us. I've been working hard, and what I've been doing obviously hasn't been working. So we're going to go change it up.
I'm just eating. Don't mind me. I'm grateful there's a breeze because it is hot here today. Ooh, smoking hot. Feels like summer. So that was not a good run. And we had a similar problem that we had a week ago. But the thing is, this time we were outside. So I watched my video again, and I thought, you know what? There's probably more I could have done to get him by those turns, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to work that hard to get him by. He's not usually, like, we've worked really hard to get to the point we're at, and he usually has, well, not, I shouldn't say usually, in the last while, he's been a lot more honest, and I have no problem getting him by his turns. So I'm gonna go school Claude tonight. I'm staying at a friend's place. I live really close to the rodeo grounds here in Hermiston, so I'm gonna go school him, and I'm gonna go by every barrel, and as soon as he feels like he wants to drop in, I'm gonna turn him the other way. So I'm gonna go do that until he's listening to me and waiting for me, because him setting up like that, it's just, yeah, I don't want to have to fight to get him by the turns. So it was another day today. We went bowling for some barrels. But we're gonna go and work on it, and it's gonna be better tomorrow. Don't really have the legs for shorts after these. A sport, I tell you. So they actually shut the barrel race down. Ooh, I got some good hair. They shut the barrel race down for the time being because there is a severe thunderstorm warning, and I guess it's just 10 miles away. I heard them announce that, so I loaded up my horse and I'm headed over to my friend's house. They live close to the rodeo grounds. I'm grateful that I'm done running. But I guess they're expecting crazy thunderstorms, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and 2-inch hail. So I don't know, that 2-inch hail, it kind of feels like Texas right now. I haven't experienced weather like that in a long time, so I'm hoping it's not as bad because obviously, you know, trailer in that is not really ideal, but my horse is in the trailer, the dog and I are in the truck, so I think we're in a kind of safe spot, hopefully. Anyways, just waiting on that great storm to show up. All right, well, I'm just going to bed. I can't believe the storm that happened tonight. Sorry, I'm tired. This was the craziest storm. So they ended up stopping the barrel race at 150 to pause it because they had this severe thunderstorm warning and they were warned that it was quite close by. So they paused the barrel race with the intention of restarting once the storm passed. Well, the storm came through and had 70-mile-an-hour winds. We never got the hail, thankfully, but my friend's house that I'm staying at, a bunch of trees blew down, one crossed a road, and then it knocked down a bunch of power lines. So a couple of the girls here were supposed to run in the 300s today, and so they couldn't even leave to go to the barrel race because there was a power line across the driveway, but they ended up canceling the rest of the barrel race for the day. So I don't know exactly what they're doing, if they're making it a one run now or if they're rolling times. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, I suppose. But yeah, they canceled it because of the crazy weather. It just didn't stop. So it's like half nice out there now. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but hopefully no more thunder and lightning and winds like that. Someone is sleeping on the bed with me tonight. Yeah, you don't sleep on the bed in the house. This is special. It's a treat. She's loving it. All right, well, I got a game plan today. I went and worked Claude a little bit this morning, and I also changed up what I am putting in his nebulizer. The thing when you have a horse that is bleeding, there's a few extra things you can do outside of Lasix, and a few of those things are things called bronchodilators, and what that does is they either come in a syrup form or something you can put into the nebulizer, helps to open up the lungs, and some of those have the side effect of making a horse kind of nervous, that can raise their heart rate. And I've used that on him a few times. It works really well for Grinchy. It does not work so well for Claude is what I'm thinking. So I've tried going without that today, and I'm gonna go for a nice, clean, smooth run today. So I'm not gonna worry so much about being fast. I'm gonna worry about being correct and smooth. So we went and worked the barrels a little bit. I kind of got him to a proper position on the back side of the barrel and worked on actually getting by them. Just slow work, you know, kind of kept it calm, but really correct. So I'm ready to go and do better today. I'm looking forward to it. And something I realized I forgot to mention to you guys. So you know that I wear these air-conditioned shirts all the time that I absolutely love. I actually got sponsored by them this year. So I hadn't mentioned it because it happened a little earlier on and I haven't been competing. But I'm really excited about it because they are my favorite shirts. They fit me really well. They've got long sleeves and they're really cool in hot weather. So, you know, I'm not really one to throw a bunch of shout outs in unless I really like a product. So if I ever mention anything like that, whether I'm sponsored by them or not, it's because I actually use and like the product. I know a lot of people kind of get too salesy, and that's not really what my videos have ever been about. So, you know, just keep in mind if I do mention, hey, this is this product, it's because I genuinely like it. So anyways, today, going for a smooth run.
.455, 18455.
That was so much better. I feel a million times better today. It was not a super fast run, but that wasn't the goal. I mean, obviously you want to be fast, but the goal was to have a smooth run. I feel like I could smooth up my riding a little bit, and I'm going to go focus on building a little bit more core muscles because I kind of felt like it was hard to keep up a little bit. But Claude was way more honest today. We got by all the barrels and it wasn't a huge struggle, so I feel so much better. And a little reminder that just go with your gut when it comes to your horses. When you're kind of doing the trial and error thing, trying to find something that's going to work, listen to your gut. It's not always what someone recommends, but what you know is going to work for your horse. All done. Got our tough one ice wraps on there. Giving them a test for the first time. Always good to have something cool on their legs after you run. Same steer every time.
All right, well, definitely got to ride the barrel race and roller coaster this weekend. So ups and downs, as sometimes happens in the sport. Claude and I are going through, I'm going to call it a growth period. So him and I have a little bit of work to do. And I also think I need to work a little bit more on my mindset. It's amazing how much our mind has to do with how we compete in our sport and really how we do in life. So I have been taking a personal development course and I've been working really hard at bettering myself. But I think I still need some work on my competition mindset. So I'm going to continue to work on that and realize that a lot of it has to do with me, not my horse. Some of it is my horse too, but you know what I mean. Another thing I wanted to say is that I don't know where you live in the world, but wherever you may be, there's a lot of things going on right now and a lot of negativity and a lot of scary things. And I just want to encourage you to put out good into the world because we need a lot of that right now. So instead of fighting hate with hate, let's fight it with love because love wins every time. So I'm going to encourage you to put good vibes out there. Pray if that's something that you do, but just encourage, good in the world. Focus on the good things that we have happening and the good people, because there is a lot of horrible things, but there's also a lot of really great things in the world. And I know for me, paying attention to the good things has really, really helped me find happiness in my own life, but also start to attract more good and happiness around me as well. So look for that, you guys. There's a lot of good in the world too. So make sure that you're focusing on those things versus all the horrible and negative things that are happening. So I want to send good vibes out to you guys and hope that, you're getting to do some things that you love right now, and maybe get back to doing a little barrel racing. It seems that a lot of places are starting to open that up. So I'm hoping that's working that way for you as well. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. And if you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel.